Our content is intended to be used and must be used for informational purposes only. It is very important to do your own research analysis before making any investment based on your personal circumstances. You should take independent financial advice from a professional in connection with or independently research and verify any information that you find on our website or podcast and wish to rely upon, whether for the purpose of making an investment decision or otherwise. What's up, my future one percenters? This is Marathon Money, brought to you by Wincrease.com. I'm Cam Jones, Prince of the Stock Market, and I'm here with the homie Kenny Coins. What up, man?
What up? What up? What up?
You know. As far as the market, man, we came back a little bit. See, this is why you want to be buying on these super dips. It's the exact reason why you want to buy on the dips, because
of course
stuff comes back. Whenever the news and everybody else talking about everything going down, man, that's temporary. They were talking about that, the bonds flashing recession signals, you know what I'm saying? But the market would go down about 100 points, right? They would say bond flashing recession signals. Next day, the market would go up 200. They won't say anything. Then the next day, the market would go down 50. They say it's flashing bond signals. So if you do the math over those 3 days, that was a 200 point. It was a 150 one day, a $50 drop another day, and a 250 the other day. So that's a net gain of 50. So how is it still flashing bond signals? Or still flashing recession signals? You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Honestly, to tell you the truth, I think people just want a recession.
They do.
Yeah, I just think people want a recession. I think it's a lot easier to say, okay, this market is this high because of this, and that's why we're going into the recession. That's what I think. I think a lot of people want to make it seem like the market's just overbought, but the truth is nobody really knows if this market's really overbought.
Right, and plus, man, I know that the algorithms, do a lot of the buying and selling and stuff, but overall, man, the people, if everybody's bought stocks, the market would go up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it also doesn't mean the market's overbought either.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of what I meant. You know what I'm saying? It's only if people keep buying it, you know what I'm saying? Well, then it's just, some technical indicator that's telling you that it's overbought. But, if people still buying it, obviously it's not overbought. So, but whenever, like I said, man, I said a bunch of times on this podcast, when the market start going down like that, man, I'm buying up, because I don't walk in Macy's buying shirts at full price. I walk in Macy's buying shirts on sale.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's what I like to do, with the stock market. I feel like that's an easy concept for the average person to grasp on. You know what I'm saying? You ride by a gas station. If one gas station got gas for $3 and the other gas station got gas for $2.70, where you gonna go get gas? $2.70. You want it lower.
Exactly.
You want it lower. You don't want it higher.
And if you don't know what stocks to pick, go buy index funds.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Just buy index funds. You know what I mean? Definitely the S&P and the NASDAQ when they're trending down. Go buy index funds.
The thing,
I promise you, huh?
But go ahead.
No, because I promise you, in a few years from now, you're gonna be looking at the S&P, you're gonna see 4,000 or 5,000, and you're gonna be looking at the NASDAQ, and you're gonna see 10,000.
Yep.
Go buy index funds. If you don't know what stocks to buy, you don't trust any stocks, go buy yourself some index funds and just sit on it. Every time the market dips, put money in.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best thing to do. I mean, they move a little slower, but I mean, at least you in it.
Yeah, you win it, and then when they go, cause trust me, when they reach that 10,000, 11,000, whatever, the NEX and the S&P 500, there you making some money. You ain't
Right.
over time. You're gonna make some serious money because the compound interest on that is still 7 to 8% return.
I know that you said that when the Nasdaq and S&P when they're trending down, load up. But the thing is though, they haven't been trending down. That's the
They
thing.
haven't.
I mean, that doesn't mean that, don't buy it, but if you listen to like a bunch of people online and everything, you're thinking that these things are trending down. They are not trending down, it's trending up.
Yeah, it might take breaks,
Right, right.
but the trend is still up. To me, all I see is those breaks as opportunity to get in at a cheaper price.
Exact. The sale price, the Labor Day sale, the Memorial Day sale, the Black Friday sale. They have a bunch of sales, man. You just gotta get in on them. You don't want to walk in on a Wednesday, you know, buying stuff at full price. You want to make sure you get on the sale day. I mean, that's how it works. But we got to talk about um, gun stocks today, man. Something that we don't really talk about a lot, probably ever. But as we all know, there was another little shooting in Texas yesterday, and it got me to thinking about gun stocks because I remember when Obama got elected. So if you look at the stock Ruger, the ticker symbol is WGR. Obviously, Ruger makes guns. If you look at when Obama got elected on January 20th, 2017. No, I mean, 2009. I'm sorry. Ruger was $6.25. Now, when Trump got that week that Trump got that Trump won the election, which would have been November November 6th. The election was November 7th, but I'm looking at that week. If you would look at November 6th, 2017. 2016. Dang, I'm all off today. Um, Ruger's price it opened up at $64.85, and it dropped that week. It dropped all the way down to $47.50. Now, why does that matter? Because if you know what you know, Republicans like they favor gun stock. They favor guns basically, and Democrats do not. So the reason why it went up so high when Obama was in office, it hit its high point at 85.93, which was January 13th, 2014, was because there was a lot of mass shootings going on around there, and there was a lot of talk of banning guns, and everybody got scared. So when they got scared, they ran out and they bought more guns, more ammunition, which makes these stocks go up. Now, it could possibly happen again because they're talking about banning guns again. I think eventually guns will be banned. And when they start that talk up again, which you'll probably see, this week and next week, these stocks will start to run up.
Let me ask you a question.
What's up?
What happens to these companies when gun gets banned?
I would think common sense would tell you that they're going to be out of business.
Because think about this. When gun gets banned, they're talking about this company's worth $717 million. The cap is $717 million.
Right.
Revenue is $446 million.
Ruger, you talking about?
Yeah.
Right. Which is really nothing compared to other companies, though.
But still,
I got you.
You know what I mean?
obviously when they get banned, when guns get banned, I mean, there's gonna be no more guns. That's like saying, what's gonna happen when they
No, but
ban
still, like,
e-commerce from the
I,
world.
I just
Obviously,
don't
Amazon's
think they're
gonna go
gonna
bankrupt.
see. I don't think they're gonna ban guns like that. That's
Well,
what I'm trying to say.
I
I don't think it's gonna happen like that. I
I,
don't
I
think.
think they will, but it just won't be. It's not gonna be like 2-3 years from now. It's gonna be like 10-15 years from now.
No, I just. It's just so hard. There's so many people out there that have so much money. There's so many gun companies that have so much money.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
when I say ban guns, right? I mean ban those assault rifles. You know what I'm saying? That's where it's gonna start. It's gonna start with
Yeah.
like those I call them machine guns. They when you hear on the news, they call them long guns, AR-15 style rifles, stuff like that. Um, I think that's where it'll start. But as that stuff starts to ramp up, people start to buy more of it because actually the guns become more valuable. Because if you think about it, you can't get rid of every gun.
No, you
So
cannot.
they're gonna have to do something where either do some type of buyback where they're gonna have to offer a tremendous amount of money for people's guns, or they're just gonna have to come through and take them, which they're not gonna, you know, they're not
That's
gonna
not
do.
gonna
Yeah,
happen
they
so
ain't gonna
well.
do that. Um,
That's a war against civilization. I can tell you that.
so even owning the guns that they claim, like the assault style rifles, even those are going to be worth money when they ban them because they're going to ban them, but what are they going to do with the people with them already? They're going to have to buy them back. They're going to have to buy them back at a ridiculous price. Or else if they don't buy them back, if they just say you got to turn them in, that's just like coming to your house and taking them. It's going to be the same. There's going to be the same problem. But the gun stocks are going to shoot up because the same thing that happened when Obama was in office. These shootings happen. People want to ban guns. This whole talk of it happening causes people to go out and buy more because they're like, yo, they really talking about doing this. I need to get my hands on some of these before they actually do it. So then they go out, buy a bunch, and the stock goes up. I mean, the stock shot up during Obama's presidency, and now, I mean, it hasn't dropped super low while Trump has been president, but it has dropped. It's trading
It's not what
sideways.
it was 4 years ago, though.
Nah, it's trading sideways, and it's at the low point of the sideways trade. And I'm curious to see if this talk starts happening more serious again. What happens with this stock? And then they have some other ammunition stocks like OLIN, which I didn't look at too much. Some of these other ones didn't look too good. I mean, they sell ammunition and guns. They just didn't look good though. Smith and Wesson, but I think Smith and Wesson got bought out, or went private or something like that because I can't find them on the charts anymore after December 30th, 2016. I can't find them on the charts anymore. So they must have went private or something. So Ruger is really the only one out there to play.
Also, you got to think about Smith and Wesson has a lot of government contract, man, because they've been around since 1852.
Well, I think a lot of these cats got government contracts,
Of course, but still, Smith and Wesson is the ones that have been around for a really long time. It's almost like a household name.
Yeah.
Let me go get that Smith and Wesson and see how you feel. Yo, seriously. Nobody ain't saying, let me go get that Roger.
Ruger. Man.
Whatever.
No, I heard that.
You
before.
get what I'm saying? So, like,
you.
I would do it. To me, man, a company like, I don't see the point of them even going. Like, I don't even know why they went IPO.
Who? You talk about Smith and Wesson?
Yeah.
I mean, but they, like you said, they've been around for a long time. I think they IPO'd in like 1996 or something like that.
Yeah, they've been around, 1852, man. They've been around for years.
Just making guns in the old Western movies.
Yeah. They're owned by American Outdoor Brand Corporation.
Okay, that's who bought them.
Yeah.
Because they have American Outdoor, they have stock. Because I was looking at them. They got
Say
bought
again?
out. I said they must have got bought out by American Outdoor because American Outdoor has stock. Because I was looking at them, but I know
Yeah.
that Smith and Wesson, they're not trading anymore.
Got bought out on November 7, 2016.
Okay. Man, now I can't find American Outdoors stock unless maybe I just saw the buyout from that. But
No, it's AOBC.
Kenny, you the man when it comes to finding these these ticker symbols. Okay, so let's take a look at American Outdoor. They going down too. I mean, if you look at this is the same thing. If you look at them during Obama's presidency, their high was $31.19. What was that? August 1st, 2016. Let's see what happened when that week Trump got elected. Let me see if I can get to it. That week, it was $28, went down to 21.24 that week, and it's been going down ever since. But yeah, dang, that was a good find. I didn't know American Outdoor bought Smith and Wesson. Go get that Smith and Wesson. So
Yeah, but they still hold them as like, to tell you the truth, then it's like almost a parent company to them.
yeah,
So
yeah.
they ain't really bring them under the umbrella. They just,
Well, I think American Outdoor is that's a holding company, so they own a
yeah, it's a
bunch of
holding
them.
company. Yeah, that's it.
But I'm saying
I mean, so
if you want to be exposed to Smith and Wesson, you have to
yeah,
own American Outdoor.
that's it. But Smith and Wesson is still their own company because they still have 3,000 employees.
Right, right. So I mean, would you play? Would you play the gun stocks, Kenny?
Huh? Honestly, I wouldn't. I wouldn't even go near these things. They're not worth it. Yo, we're in a society where things are just every other week.
It's always something, basically,
There's always something, and it has to do either with guns,
or
it has to do
opioids.
either or has to do either banning guns, mass shooting, and then just looking at the daily on the chart. What I mean, it's you can see that a lot of it stems from fear.
Right, yeah.
And just who we have in office right now, you're just taking a big risk based on hoping that guns don't get banned. And then if they do get banned, you're taking another risk on people rushing to go buy guns.
Right.
You know what I mean? And to tell you the truth, man, I personally don't think guns will ever get banned.
No, you're saying guns in general. I'm talking about types of guns, like AR.
I don't think those will get banned either, man.
They were already banned before, though. They were banned in the
and
90s.
Then why they back?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that's what I thought. No, I'm just saying, nah, man. Just like even with alcohol, the same thing. It's just, it's just, what I mean. Just let's face it, man. Even if everybody got to keep handguns or a thing like that, but it's just the way we're built, man. Just the way United States is built, and we're built on this idea that we can have any guns we want, even if it's a bazooka. Like
Elon Musk made that flamethrower.
Yeah, it's just exactly. It's like we can have anything we want, and if somebody try to take that away, we automatically become super offensive, even though it's destroying our country. So like it's almost being in those stocks. It's almost like it's a double-edged sword.
Well, I think it's a double-edged sword if you have a conscience and morals. Like,
Yeah, if you have conscience and moral,
if
but
you're
still,
just trying to make some, if you're just trying to make some money, you might be able to make some quick money on this. I ain't saying this is a long-term hold. I'm saying that you play on that fear that you were just talking about.
Yeah. Now, option-wise,
this could be. Yeah, I'm about to say this could be big. Option-wise.
Option-wise, this is perfect. Just to talk about banning guns could go either way.
Right. That's very volatile.
It makes it very extremely volatile. Obviously, you can look at the chart. You can see that. It makes it extremely volatile. Now, you just got to decide what side you're going to be on.
Right,
to sell or to buy. That's the thing. You just got to figure out what side you're going to be on. But
you sound like that Tupac intro from that song.
Me owning any gun stocks, it's just not I just don't see it happen. I just don't see what the way, because the thing about it is, what's that thing? It's like when a cop gets shot in those cameras, that one camera stock.
Axon. I used to have that.
Or a cop shoots a unarmed person. Then that goes up. Like you're literally betting on that. You're literally betting on when that next event's gonna happen.
Right. I mean, it happens a lot though.
Because I guarantee you, if there was no more mass shootings for the next year or two, nobody will be talking about banning guns. We only talk about banning guns when there's a mass shooting.
Agreed. I agree with you.
So to me, it's just like it's only a subject when something happens. It's never a subject on a daily basis. So it's not, to me, it's not as important as people make it seem.
That body camera stock you're talking about, just so everybody know, that ticker symbol is AAXN. Axon. That's where all the policemen use for their body cameras. There's another one that I own. Man, I can't find it. Oh yeah, here it goes. SSTI. Nope, it's not Spot Shotter. It's another one that makes like tasers for.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. That's the one that was more popular with everybody.
Yeah.
Not Axon. The taser was way more popular with everybody.
The ticker symbol was TASR, but I think they changed it. They changed the name. They changed the ticker symbol, and I don't know what it is now. But that was one also that it's not a gun stock, but they make obviously self-defense items. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, anything in those range, it just truly those stocks, all those stocks, they're news stocks to me.
News stocks?
They're not really. Yeah, that's why I call them news stocks. Their biggest volatility ever is always gonna be based on what happens in society. You know what I mean?
I can agree with you.
Let's face it, man. The only time, let's say this. Extreme. This is gonna be extreme. Let's say America was about to get invaded, right? And people was about to come on our soil.
Okay.
To fight against us. How many people you think will go get guns, percentage wise?
I mean, if I had to, I would probably say about 70%.
70%. You think all these gun stocks not gonna go up?
No, all stocks are gonna go down because we being invaded.
I'm just saying. I'm saying. No, but like let's not talk about the economy taking a hit, but like
okay,
just say the world, just in general, the world was just it got dangerous, and the news said you need to.
Yeah, all the stocks gonna go up. The gun stocks going up.
Yeah, it's dangerous. You need to. Yeah, that's what it's. Those gun stocks are gonna go up because of that news alone.
Right, and what I was talking about with Obama being president, talking about banning guns. That's news. Like what you say.
Yeah,
That's news.
that's news. Like on a regular basis, those stocks are not gonna go up. They're not gonna be. Oh, we sold 1 million guns.
Yeah.
No, it's just not gonna happen. And that's what That's what I was trying to say. Is just the volume. If you look at the volume, it's not that much.
Yeah, I'm looking at Ruger. The volume on Friday was 173,000 shares moved. I mean, if you just look at the market cap, they under $1 billion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not that much. So but you look back when there was a whole bunch of mass shooting going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The volume was extremely high. When news were coming out, tons of mass shooting, the volume was almost 20 million.
Yeah. That's a big volume jump.
Yeah, it is. You see it on the bottom of the chart. It's like,
yeah, I see. I'm looking at it right now.
1 month it was over 20 million. You go from less than 1 million to 20 million. It tells you right there that this stock is news based.
But we about to enter in the news. But what I'm trying to introduce is we're about to enter in something that has to do with news. Because if you think about these mass shootings, right? It's 2 that happened in August alone. One yesterday, which was still August, even though it was the end of August, and one at the beginning of August in Texas too. And that's all I'm trying to say. And especially if I know we talk about like the election and stuff like that a lot on this podcast. Let's say, there's a Democrat that goes in office this next term, this is gonna start up again. You know what I'm saying? This type of talk is gonna start up again. So what I'm saying is it might not be a bad idea to dip your pinky toe in it just a little bit.
No, it's not.
Not throw Teledoc money at it, but throw like Groupon money at it.
Yeah, no, you're right. No, you're 100% right. I think just based on what's going on in the world, these stocks might be take a look at. We're both not saying you go hold these forever, but
right, exactly, right. It's just an investing idea. You know what I'm saying? If you just look at the trends, I'm looking at the trends from when Obama was inaugurated until he was, till he left office. There's certain things that happened in the chart right when Donald Trump got elected, November 7th. Bang, stock dropped. Or I'm talking about Ruger, because they know they safer with a Republican in office. So if they're safer, people ain't running out buying all this stuff. With a Democrat in office, it's you more likely to see that banning gun talk again. People running out buying guns.
Yeah, but even Donald Trump had problem. Not Donald Trump. Even Obama had problem banning it.
Right. I mean, yeah, he couldn't ban it. It's still the same. But I'm just saying the talk was serious, though. That's what I'm saying. They were seriously talking about it. But yeah, I mean, I feel you. It's not a long-term hope. I'm just saying, it's an investment idea worth looking into because these mass shootings, they're not gonna stop. Obviously,
No, they're not.
So, anything else, Kenny?
That's it, man. Honestly, man, that's really it. Tell you the truth.
We came at it from a different angle today, right?
Yeah, we had it coming at a different angle. I feel like, you know how they always say, if you see 100 people wearing these new shoes, you should start looking at it from an investment position. And I think we need to start looking at what happens in the world as an investment position.
Right, taking advantage of some of this. I mean, it sounds bad, but I mean, it's not gonna stop happening.
It is what it is now.
Right. Hey, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, StockTwits, anything at Camboni11, CAMBONI11. Make sure you hit us up on Facebook, join our Facebook group, and hit us up, ask us to join our private Facebook chat. Also, you can support the podcast by cash apping anything you want to Marathon Money cash tag. That's Marathon Money on Cash App cash tag. And man, leave us some reviews on Apple Podcasts, man. Where can they find you, Kenny?
Kendrick Collin. You can hit me up on Twitter, 2 N's in the middle, KennyCon23. On Instagram, hit me up on the message board. But hey man, try to get other people to listen on podcasts, share it. We're trying to grow, we're trying to build. So
all right, man. Next week. Peace.
Peace.